Hey guys, it's Chad from Six Blog. I'm Stick. I just want to do another unboxing video of another Spyderco knife that I've got. I want to say just real quick that I've really become impressed and I'm just really happy with all of my Spyderco knives. When I first got one, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. Honestly, I didn't know if I would like that big Spidey hole that was on the top. But ever since getting them, I've got to say that they've probably become one of my favorite brands, if not my favorite brand. For the most part, I wouldn't say that they're expensive, but they're definitely more expensive than just going and buying one of those $10 or $20 cheapo knives that you get. But for what they are, I think they're priced good. But anyway, I've just really been happy with Spyderco knives. I recently had a little cash, and there was another one that was pretty inexpensive that I've been wanting to try out, so I picked it up. And that is the Spyderco Stretch. And that's what's in here. The camera's focusing there. You can see this is the FRN model, and it has VG10 steel. I'll show you that in just a little bit when I take it out. But there are a number of different stretch options that you can get. There's different material for the handles. I know carbon fiber is another one, and that's one that I really would have liked to have gotten, but it was a little bit more than what I had to spend. Also, you can get different blade steels. I know ZDP, I believe ZDP is one, and I'm not sure what other steels it may come in. But anyway, this is the Spyderco Stretch, and I'm going to take it out and I'm going to look at it. My EDC that I was carrying today, I'll admit, since I've gotten my Sage 1, that's been my EDC since the day I got it, except for today. And today I carried my ZT-0550. Just simply because I had it out last night playing with it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to carry it tomorrow because I knew that this knife would be here, and I knew that once this knife got here, I'll be carrying it. So just kind of pop this thing open here, and take a look at it. And some people have let me know in previous comments on previous videos they don't like to sit here and listen to me talk or worry about what the box says and all that stuff, but I'm just going to say if you don't like that kind of information, you're more than welcome to turn my video off right now. I'm not really worried about it. So, but anyway, so this is how it comes. Of course, it comes in the little box that slides out just like normal. The knife is wrapped in some little bubble wrap here, and then there's just a piece of foam in there to kind of pad the knife while it's being shipped and stored in the box. And here it is. Pretty sweet looking knife, I must say. That is a deep black. Ooh, that's tight. It's a deep black FRN, which is fiberglass reinforced nylon is what the handle is made out of, and it's got the bidirectional textured pattern on there, so it, it grips to your hand. It should grip pretty well. The blade, like I said, is VG10. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. And this knife is made in Seki City, Japan. Same way with my Delica 4. It also uses the FRN handles. It's VG10 steel, and it's also made in Seki City, Japan. And you can just kind of see if the camera is working there, about the size. It's not a whole lot bigger than my Delica, but it definitely is bigger. I will say that the thing that I was curious about is the shape of the blade. That was honestly probably one of the biggest reasons I wanted to check it out, just because I like the look of the shape of the blade. It looks pretty cool. Also, it's got Sal. It's got his initials on there, kind of like on the paramilitary. You can see Sal's got his initials on there as well. I assume, I haven't done a whole lot of reading on this knife, but I assume that's because he probably had a big hand in creating this knife, maybe. So anyway, it's got a back lock on it. It doesn't have a liner lock, which I'll admit I've kind of gotten to where I'm okay with the back locks, but I've really gotten to where I like my liner locks. It does have a little bit of jimping just up on the back, and that's a pretty steep ramp there, so really makes it get really makes it so that you can kind of get behind it real good and hold on to it. Got a little bitty bit of a finger choil there. Got a little bit of jimping on the bottom of the blade so that you can kind of grip it. The grip on this knife is really well. Like I said, because of this is some super grippy stuff. The way that they've got this texture, the angles and the degrees and all that good junk. Anyway, it's got a black pocket clip. It is 4-way, of course, tip up, tip down, left or right side carry. And then you can see in the middle there, it's got Spyderco Stretch printed in the middle of the handle there. It does have a back spacer in it, so it's not a flow-through knife, which I'm really a fan of. I like the flow-through knife, and you can probably see a bunch of pocket lint and stuff in that one. That is awful dirty. Can't believe that. I should really clean that out. I've really been liking this knife though. But anyway, feels pretty sharp, like most Spydercos. Looks like centering is maybe off just a little bit. I don't know how well you can see that. It might be hard to tell on the camera, but it looks like the center, it's kind of pulled off to this side over here just a little bit more, but that's not a big deal. It's got a little oil on the blade still, so it's good and oiled. It's just kind of tight. I've read where some people have actually loosened loosened that pivot screw there just a little bit so that it's a little looser. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Full flat grind on the blade. It's got a drop point. And looks pretty nice. Of course, it's got the traditional Spyderco hole. The Spyderco hole is kind of it's cut out about like the rest of them. I can't really do my tenacious. I've stone washed it. And I think the paramilitary too doesn't feel quite as sharp. But anyway, that's it. Of course, it's got a lanyard hole there. I think it looks pretty dang slick though. That deep black and then the satin finish blade. I think it looks pretty slick. I like it. I think this knife was something like $72 when I got it. One thing I want to say about Spyderco knives, just about everywhere you go, it's got one price, and of course you can find it for a much lower price at a lot of other places. Like the suggested retail price on this knife, and with the FRN handle and the VG10 steel, is $139, I think. And like I said, I got it for $72, I think is what it was on Amazon. Of course, Amazon prices fluctuate daily. It's probably something different today. It was probably something different later the same day that I bought it, but you can usually find them for a lot cheaper. But man, I really like the look of that. The way that's just a nice knife. I think I'm going to be really happy with it. Give you some size comparisons. This, like I showed you just a while ago, of course that's the Delica 4. So it's a little bit bigger than the Delica 4. This is my tenacious. They're actually just about the same size. The stretch may be just a little bit longer. And the paramilitary looks like it's pretty close. Paramilitary might be just a little bit longer, at least close length. I can't tell you I can't tell you what the length on the blades and all that stuff is. Honestly, I don't really know. Looks like they're pretty similar though. And yeah, the handle on the paramilitary too is just a little bit longer. Just a hair longer. But I can get a good grip on that. Plenty of handle for me to get a good grip on. But anyway guys, that's the Spyderco Stretch. Black FRN handle. VG10 satin finish blade there, and I'm pretty excited about it. Looking forward to carrying it around for the next couple of days. If you have any comments or questions like normal, just post them below and I'll do my best to answer them, or at least point you in the right direction where somebody else can help you. And guys, I appreciate you watching. Talk to you later. Bye.